fire falling from heaven, not metaphorically, not symbolically. Actual fire consuming stone, dust, and water in front of hundreds of witnesses who, moments earlier, were mocking the man who called it down. This is the Mount Carmel showdown, and it's one of the most dramatic confrontations in all of Scripture. A single prophet against 850 false prophets, one altar against another, and a God who was about to make it very clear who was real and who was nothing but carved wood. Israel had been playing both sides for too long. They'd worship Yahweh on some days and Baal on others, hedging their bets like spiritual gamblers. King Ahab and Queen Jezebel had dragged the entire nation into full-blown idolatry, building temples to Baal and slaughtering the prophets of God. The people followed along, bowing to whatever seemed most convenient at the time. Then came 3 years of drought. Not a drop of rain. Crops died. Livestock died. The land turned to dust. And Elijah, the prophet who had announced the drought, showed up with a challenge. Gather everyone at Mount Carmel. Bring your 450 prophets of Baal and your 400 prophets of Asherah. We're settling this today. When the crowds assembled, Elijah didn't ease into it. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. If Baal is God, follow him. Silence. No one answered. So he laid out the test. 2 altars, 2 bulls. The prophets of Baal would call on their God. Elijah would call on Yahweh. Whichever one answered with fire was the real God. The prophets of Baal went first. They prepared their altar, laid out the sacrifice, and started calling, "Baal, answer us!" Morning passed. Nothing happened. They shouted louder, danced around the altar, worked themselves into a frenzy. Still nothing. By midday, Elijah started mocking them. Maybe he's busy. Maybe he's traveling. Maybe he's asleep and you need to wake him up. They cut themselves with swords and spears until blood poured down, screaming for Baal to respond. Hours passed. Evening approached. Not a spark, not a flicker, nothing. Then Elijah stepped forward. He rebuilt the altar of the Lord that had been torn down, using 12 stones representing the 12 tribes. He dug a trench around it, arranged the wood, laid the bull on top, and then he did something nobody expected. He ordered them to drench everything with water. 4 large jars poured over the sacrifice, then again, then a third time. Water flooded the trench. Why make it harder? Because there could be no question about what was about to happen. Elijah prayed, not for hours, not with theatrics. One simple prayer, asking God to show himself so the people would know he was real. Fire fell, not onto the sacrifice, not onto the wood. The fire consumed the bull, the wood, the stones, the dust, and even the water in the trench. Everything gone in an instant. The people hit the ground. "The Lord, He is God! The Lord, He is God!" One prayer, one moment, everything changed.